everybody. My name is Donald. Today is gonna be my first video to introduce our George Eliot Archive Program. Um, this is the website that we have created for the program development. Um, so um, the main organization name based on the George Eliot Archive, and under that name domain we have created five repositories. But the first one is the main repository. So what we have seen the website is all came from the George Eliot Archive.github.io repository. Well, we also have created another two repositories, chronology and relationship. Those we have put for the development for some specific functions and specific pages based what we are going to show the audience. So like chronology, it's gonna be like here. This is a relationship development. So um, the content we have is based on the relationship repository, and we are using the D3.js library create all the dynamic and visualization and the chronology as well. We are using the D3 JS.js to visualize all the George Eliot events during her entire life. So it's gonna be a bit straightforward. I mean, it's and so we have seen like a few repositories. Let's go down a little bit. So the main repository, we gonna have two branches. The main branch has been stored all the source code. This repository is based on the React um, JS libraries. So everything we create on the React, and the another repository is GitHub pages, because when after we deployment, this is the content we have seen from this website. So the audience will not see directly about the main branch because those will not be shown. The reason is existing here. When we go to the settings and go a little bit to page, and the page will show your site is published at um, George Eliot Archive.github.io, and I have chosen the GitHub pages. So that is the thing, everything we have seen here is based on the GH pages branch. But for the developers, we need to look at the main repository to download all the source code and to see to modify or to update whatever we want. At the very beginning, if you're working on coding the program, so definitely the Apache Apache 2 PHP 7.8 should be installed on your system, and the JavaScript be most working on the JavaScript. So for now, many people they may working on the Mac, especially the new module based on M1 CPU. They're gonna be something for some new users will be feeling a bit challenging. But okay, I almost have listed everything on the setup environment. If you follow the every one step by step, you definitely will be okay. Now, let's see this. Okay. Um, so some like the path of the file may not exact as same on your computer. You definitely need some knowledge to figure out where you have stored the httpd dot config file. So okay, let's copy. This should be my file on my system. Input that. Okay, that's all right. Okay. Um, so those are the configurations. Definitely, if you the first time install the Apache and PHP and JavaScript, you will need to figure out that is the most essential. The document root. That is the source code your web page will be storing. And so when we look at this folder, the this is my folder. I have put the website main path and the homebrew var /var /www. So let me quit this a little bit, and I go to. So those are the files I currently created for my website. So you may feel complicated. I mean, they're not straightforward. So let me go to open it. So I have put the www file folder to my favorite, so I can go direct easily to find all the stuff we have stored and current programs. And so this is a where. So this is exactly the same folder. And gonna to open the Visual Studio Code. So I have opened the whole folder through my Visual Studio Code. This is all the my main page. So main page I have set up some links to the current project I'm working on. So for example, like relationship, chronology. So if I'm going to open the local website, it looks like that, like this. So like let's see the relationship development. Okay, I have opened it locally, and I go back and go to the George Eliot chronology again. Yeah, it is showing up here, and this is 2019 version. Let's see. Okay, it's right here. Okay, okay, that one. Okay, let's go back main page, and something else I have created and just for fun. Okay, all right. So now next I'm going to introduce how to using and copy the GitHub repository to your local machine. Let's go Visual Studio Code. So the first of all, you will need to download the Visual Studio Code and install this app on your computer. And after installation, let's introduce our repository a little bit. So this is our main repository. This is our organization. So go github.com/George Eliot Archive. Um, I have made it open source, so every people can download everything I have created. So this is gonna be a little bit essential knowledge to keep in your mind, and this is the GitHub web page. So it should be created as the same name, repository name as the website address. So it's gonna be George Eliot Archive.github.io. So here you will see two branches. So this is the main branch, and this is another branch, GitHub pages. The main branch is storing all the source code here, like those, and these components, because this website mainly building on the JavaScript and using the React library. So, and but this is just for source code, and the user, the audience, want to see how the website after the development. So the GitHub page literally storing the website as what we have seen, like here. This is the content we have seen on the GitHub page. So if you still feel a little bit confusing, I want to introduce a little bit and go to setting and the pages. So see the GitHub pages. Your site is published at georgeeliotarchive.github.io, and this go the main the GitHub pages. If I choose main, then this page, the GitHub page will not show, and the user will only see the source code page. But that's not what we want to. So let me introduce a little bit. So if a user or someone want to learn how to look at the source code, so that's gonna be just a bit straightforward. So go the repository, and there's the code. See, you have a few of options to download the source code, the repository. So let's go, but the most a straightforward way, I will just copy the whole address here, and then go. Let's see. Okay, let me open a new window, and the Visual Studio Code window, in clone git repository, and paste the address here, the repository address column here. So it's gonna asking you where should we store. So let me just before the store. I just to show the example. So get it here. Now the Visual Studio Code should automatically install to download the source code. So you have downloaded all the source code on your local computer, and now you almost have everything here. So what you can do, you will need to look at the README, and you will need to, because you have already everything here, but well, you haven't installed the npm. So if you have the first time to clone the repository into locally, so you will need to install, I believe. Okay, then npm st start. Uh-oh. Okay, there's a small error here, but it's okay. Let me fix a little bit. So it says, okay, I know what's the problem, and I will need to rename it because I have changed the. It should be working. Okay, successfully now. Okay, see, the local repository is working on your computer. So everything looks good, right? So you have literally downloaded my source code and you have built it and you have it running on your local computer. And if you want to using those source code to your own website, you will you can create your repository under your website address and the website you have, I mean the repository you have created on your GitHub, and you just um, copy all of those files to your repository and to push it, then everything will doing as good as what I did. So I believe this all for my today's video. If you have any question, you just feel free to email me. Um, my email address lzs0101 at auburn.edu. Thank you for watching.